Forget the mechanics of two-up riding. Of course there are intricacies to moving more mass, but what good is learning them? You know how to ride a motorcycle, you can probably guess how a fidgeting 150 pounds is going to change that.
50% ability, 200% responsibility is what to expect. More preload, more pressure is how to prepare.
Everything else can be learned kilometer by kilometer, except the number one trick.
Understand your pillion. That's the key to portaging them properly. The rest is just physics. Homophobic Harry. Terrified our lower bodies might touch, perches himself atop my rear fender. His hands rest on my shoulders because Harry considers the waist to be second base. Here's what happens fast. I pull the throttle, Harry slides down the fender. Harry pulls my shoulders to rectify the problem, causing me to pull more throttle. Pillions that are uncomfortable being pillions do not get to be pillions. Martyr Mike sits through a 2-hour haul without making a peep, but pulling over I find that Mike's hands are frostbitten and his shoe melted onto my muffler an hour ago. Handsy Hannah knows I'm no slave driver, and she makes her complaints clear by waving bullshit sign language in front of my visor. Pre-arranged communications. You're not my Black Ops commander, just tap my helmet and we'll pull over to chat. Touchdown Terry is plagued by the incessant desire to help. At every stoplight, the guy plants his feet like it was a moon landing. One small step for Terry, one giant annoyance for me. Motorciclissimo Mario is worse. Desperate to remind everyone that he also rides, Mario chest bumps me into a tuck and tries to go knee down in school zones, proving nothing other than that he's an ass. Follow my back with your chest. Never mount a foot peg until I say to, never unmount a foot peg until I say to. Simple directions, but they need to be given. Statue Stephanie, behold the human top case. Never mind lean as I lean and tuck as I tuck. The only thing Stephanie got from my pep talk was no sudden movements. And maybe only 2 of those words. Immobility is a sign of fear. Tight hands are a sign of fear. Pull over. Frightened pillions are dangerous pillions because they resist every bump and twist. When an unstoppable motorcycle meets an immovable passenger, you lose. Racy Rachel's idea of motorcycling is a brawly girl. Adequate for posing on my bike, but if I'm going to start it, she'd better change into something slide-worthy. Be patient. It's our own damn fault for letting the world see motorcycles this way. Can't blame Noodle Neck Nicole either. If her helmet clacks into mine every time I pull the clutch, she's spineless, yes, but my shifts should be more buttery. And there's no way to fault Sailboat Simon, all 7 feet of him. Sure, the wind tosses Simon around like a bloody tall ship, but I control whether that flapping translates to the bars. Hands loose, knees tight. Let the bike blow and countersteer accordingly.
But that can be learned from the driver's seat kilometer by kilometer. The trick is to put yourself in the passenger seat. Understand your pillion. And the rest is just physics.